This is Jason from Grace Community Church. Today we're going to go around and find people and ask them what they're thankful for.
I am thankful for the opportunity to see growth in the spiritual lives of my kids this year.
Just watching our girls grow up and learn more and get bigger.
Keeping us all safe, my whole family safe.
My wife and my kids.
Just community here at Grace.
That's awesome. What about you?
He's blessed me with a girlfriend and wonderful family through that, and growing more church family too.
I'm thankful for all my boys club leaders, including our very own Jason Coe.
I'll take it.
I'm thankful for my husband and my kids.
Well, I'm thankful for many, many things. My family, for my salvation. That's before my family. And just his leading and guiding through the year.
I would say he's been really gracious to me and my family this year. It's been just a busy year, but really thankful for my girls, my extended family, and for making a lot of new friends here at Grace.
Just with all the ministry the church has been doing, the Romans men's Bible study that we just finished up, the study in Romans, the DNA groups, life groups, all of that.
Thankful for my family, God's blessings. Joined a rooted group this year. That was really nice. And so many other things.
What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for continued good health, that our kids haven't gotten too seriously injured this year, and just lots of healthiness.
I am thankful for friends. I'm thankful for young adults group, and I'm thankful to be almost done with exams.
I'm thankful that my cousins who live in Pennsylvania are coming over for Thanksgiving this year.
Very cool.
Last year was, in my family, it was a rough year. It was a difficult year. We said, Lord, if it's okay with you, if you know that it would be okay, would you please help us with this year in some way that encourages us because we just feel wore out. He sent things and helped us to see them as being the things that were his encouragements. This year has been a year where, after all these years of belonging to the Lord myself, the gospel itself is just continually, newly exciting. That's what I'm thankful for.
My family, my wife especially, has been very encouraging. I actually joined a cycling group this year. It's our neighbors. We were actually able to move to Hudsonville last year, but it's allowed us to be a lot closer to Grace. So it's been a lot easier, and then we've been able to get more plugged in to more ministries. My wife started working for Kyle with the Next Generation Ministry this year, so she's been able to get a lot more involved with church. So it's been a real blessing to our whole family.
He's blessed us with a wonderful marriage and a happy home. We've just been building our home, and it's been enjoyable to see it grow and flourish.
One way that comes to mind for me is just Grace. It's great church, very supportive.
Great people.
He's blessed me with good health, a good job, successful 1 year of marriage to my beautiful wife.
Hey, congratulations.
And a nice new dog.
Oh man, God blessed me with a precious and beautiful baby girl.
That's amazing. What's her name?
Sophie Joy.
Oh, that's amazing. And how old is she?
She is 6 months.
6 months. Okay, are you getting some sleep?
She's finally sleeping through the night, so that's a second blessing.
God has blessed me with filling in the gaps with my lack of parenting.
God has blessed me with retirement and good health.
Well, that's amazing.
Actually, the biggest blessing I have, the most excitement I have, is coming in and teaching Grace kids.
That's amazing.
The kindergartners through the second grade. They're a blessing. Yeah. Definitely be able to serve the church body, but also be able to help with raising a next generation. So.
Abundantly our family. We've got adult kids, and it's my most favorite season of life so far. Watching them find their people and find their purpose and step into who God created them to be and start their own families is absolutely my favorite thing.
I would say, in addition to that, serving with our family, because most of our kids either work here or serve here in some capacity. So for us to be able to be in the house of God and worship together, but also serve him in the house of God is a really big thing.
He's gotten me back into music, which has been big. Got some
cool opportunities coming. And
two big ways. One, he gave me the funniest husband on the planet, and he gave me the cutest grandson on the planet.
Well, I'm going to say it first. The Lord has blessed us with marriage this year, and that's been such a blessing for
All right, congrats, yeah.
I would say ditto, but since you took it, the Lord brought a lot of good Christian guys around me at the workplace, which is really encouraging.
With a new job as missions director here at Grace Community Church, I love it. Also just transitioning back to the United States, to have friends and family come alongside us and support us, encourage us, just to see the faithfulness of God.
Yes, I think of this big transition coming back to the States, being able to be a part of this church family and be near our families as well.
God has blessed us this year with a newborn, Renly. It's probably the first one. We feel very blessed by her, and it's grown us. We're blessed just the opportunity we have to lead in our life group. Being back in a DNA group for me is a huge thing where I get to just be in the Word with guys and really get to be just another peer rather than necessarily Pastor Scott in that scenario. And so there's a couple ways, I guess.
Completely transformed my friend group. I think he has brought me good, godly friends that actually encourage me and want to build me up in my relationship with faith rather than tear me down and pull me away from Christ.
Well, the first way God has blessed me is just by having an amazing church that I can come to every week and participate not only in worship, but also in extra programs like men's Bible study, which has been amazing. When we first came here about a year and a half ago, it took us 2 visits to determine this was the place where God was directing us to, and it was really a no-brainer. So, great church, great place to come to, great people, so great message.
I would say God has blessed me by, we just joined Grace earlier in this year, and then starting with getting involved in Rooted Group, which then transitioned into our life group, and then that's been a great blessing as we've gotten connected in the church.
God has blessed me this year with a wonderful church family, good friends, and just a great job. I get to meet new people every day, especially here at church as well on Sundays. Get to meet new people every week, and it's just such a blessing.
I think one way has been this church. This church has been a big blessing. This year I took on the role of deacon, and that's been an unexpected blessing that I didn't expect to have. Family's always been a big blessing. My extended family's been a big blessing, but God has really moved in our hearts a lot this last year.
I feel like God has blessed me by giving me amazing women to be a part of the women's ministry team. One of them right here, Lindsay Cohn.
On a personal note, we're expecting our 5th kid this year, so that's a big blessing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
God has blessed me by helping my lungs to recover a little bit better every time I exert them more.
Several things, but mostly my health. God has really intervened a lot this last year, especially over the last 3 years. And it's a blessing to come into this church, see all the new faces, get to know new people, pick on new people. It really is. It's just been a blessing.
Yeah, I mean, I would say the biggest thing is just him being faithful. It is a blessing to be here at Grace, being newer, very new members and newer attenders. The outpouring of love that people have shown to us and just the focus on Christ is such a blessing. So we're just thankful for that.
My daughter had back surgery and everything went great. She healed up great. She's back in school and he really blessed her and healed her.
I would say it has been through many of the people at Grace that have life groups, friends. I'm just very grateful for the people who have been so kind. It has been a blessing to me.
Well, I was really wanting to go to college, and I was really discouraged because I felt like we didn't have the funds for it. And I was like, well, that's okay, like in God's timing. And someone from church actually donated money to me and helped kind of push me on my way. And it was just like one of the biggest blessings that I could have received. I mean, I'm just ecstatic, and I'll be starting classes in January.
God has blessed us this year by giving us a tremendous group of individuals, friends, that in the past year we've grown in our relationships with one another and our bond, especially with a lot of the trials that we've had this year. It just feels like we have our people, and it's been very comforting and feel very taken care of by the Lord in that sense.
Yeah, I think when you're thinking about being a blessing to West Michigan and beyond, it's really thinking about how we have been most blessed through Jesus Christ. The fact that, especially this holiday season, we think about all the gifts that we get and receive. And it's really, the reason why we do that is because we want to bless the world with the light of the world. And so sharing that good news, reaching out to our neighbors and family members to share the gospel news, whether that's inviting them to church, whether that's having them in our homes, sharing our stories. It's the light of the world that is the greatest news on, thinking about Christmas especially. So definitely sharing that with our friends, families, coworkers, neighbors. And then honestly, the many ways that we have been blessed, to think about. God has given us just great stewardship of our homes, our finances, the things that we have, and how can we share those things? How can we, again, invite people into our homes? How can we be a blessing to others who might not have as much in the holiday season? So a couple ways there.